how the heck do you check to see if a headlight is cooked right? Yeah, so I'd like my headlight medium rare, please.
Welcome to Brown Barn Builds. We're gonna build them, we're gonna boost them, and we're gonna burn some rubber, baby. Woo! Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Brown Barn Builds. I'm Alan Brown, and today we're back with my Z06 Corvette. If you've seen on prior episodes, we've built this thing to the brim. It's got a fully built motor, transmission, fuel system. It's got a Pro Charger on it. You name it, it's probably got it. This thing is awesome. I love this car. Something I do not like about this car is the notorious yellow C6 Corvette headlights. Let me show you what we got going on here. So there's been a lot worse situations of this that I've seen. Way, way, way worse. But for me, I've had so much time put in this car, I can't have somebody walk by it and be like, wow, great car, horrible headlight. This headlight is perfect, immaculate, looks great. This headlight is not so great. It is fogged. To the naked eye, you might not be able to notice, but to a Corvette person or a car guy, you're gonna notice this all day long. You can kind of see it here. It's not as drastic as things I've seen in the past, but it needs to be addressed, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So about 6 months ago, I bought a replica, exact, identical pair of headlights, same color and everything, off Facebook. They are a little bit worn out. I thought they were better than what I have. They are not. So we're gonna go to my house, we're gonna throw them in the oven, and we're gonna redo them. We made it to the house. We got the oven here. We got the headlights here. Like I said, these headlights are exactly like the ones that are in my car. I thought they were gonna be good enough to put in when I bought them. I bought them used, and they do have some fog on the inside of them also. I mean, they're not as bad, but I don't want to go through all this trouble of putting these in when I know they're going to end up like the ones that are already in the car. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these in the oven, cook them for 8 minutes. That's going to get this permaseal off, which is a border, a rubber border that goes around the edge of the lens, and that's going to be able to get pried off once it's cooked in the oven for 8 minutes. Then we'll be able to put in the new lens. We got some new rubber permaseal here to go around the edge. We'll put that in, and then it'll be good as new. The only other thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint the silver black. I think it looks really good. If you've seen the Morimoto headlights or the Vette lights, they look pretty good, but I like the original style, so I think painting them black is gonna look really nice and a lot more factory. I've seen it done before and it looks great. So let's get to it. Got all the clips off, got all the rubber gaskets off. Next step is putting these in the oven to let the permaseal soften up, and then we can separate the lens from the housing. So we're in our kitchen where we cook and eat meals every single night, and we're willing to risk it for me to redo my headlights in our day-to-day oven. But Katia made a good point and is like, hey Alan, that's a gas oven. The video of you watching other guys do these, they're using an electric oven. Should you use a gas oven? Did a little bit more research, and you should not be using a gas oven. So luckily Katie was here to help me and stop me from burning down our kitchen. But good thing is I did come prepared for a situation like this, because I wasn't exactly sure how the oven was going to do, and I do have a heat gun here. So I did see online you can utilize a heat gun and use it to do this. I don't know if it's going to work as well because it's not doing the whole thing evenly, but a lot of people say it works. So we're going to give that a go, and hopefully it works just as well, and we won't burn down our kitchen. So I have been battling this with the heat gun for like an hour. I've done a section maybe 4 inches wide, and it just, the problem is it doesn't heat it up evenly all the way around. I've watched some YouTube videos, guys have done it with the heat gun, and props to them because it is tough. But we are in luck. There's a guy 30 minutes away from me with a free oven. So I'm gonna go pick it up, take it down to the basement, get it hooked up, and we're gonna use that to get these things separated. If there's a will, there's a way. And there's a way by going to get a free oven. So let's go. All right, just got back from a guy on Facebook. Got a new oven. We're gonna take this downstairs, get this hooked up, and then we'll be rocking and rolling with the headlights. I just wanted to prove that I bought an oven. Well, actually, no, the oven was free. I got it for free just for this project. So let's get this downstairs and get it on. Got a little bit of sketchiness here, but we got it hooked up. We got a little hard wire there because somebody took the screws out of the terminal when they unhooked it. And they're very odd size, so just go straight wire nuts. Got it hooked up there. This is all so temporary. I didn't even want to go through the panel or knock out the covers on the panel cover. So we just straight up wire that in, hook that up. Don't even need the ground. Either way, we're gonna get this thing kicked on, see how she goes. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Okay, on there, should be good. How do you turn this thing on? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we'll go 250 there and see how it goes. Get it preheated and then throw those headlights in there. Hell yeah, free oven. Can't beat that. It says at 210 for 8 minutes. So we're gonna go 210 for, I don't know, 6 minutes, see where we're at. We got a piece of wood in there for the headlight to sit on. I don't want it to be just sitting on the straight rack. So, cross your fingers, hopefully this works. A lot of time into this, whole day. Don't want it touching anything. I don't think it is.
Is it touching at the back?
No. Okay, set an alarm. I guess I can set an alarm. So we're gonna set an alarm for 8 minutes, or we'll go 6 minutes. I guess we'll go for 5 minutes. It's been like 30 seconds already, so if that. I mean, how the heck do you check to see if a headlight is cooked right? Yes, I'd like my headlight medium rare, please. By the way, I took out all the bulbs and wiring harness on this. So if you can't just take them straight out of the car and put them up. You gotta take out all the wiring. Also got the fan going and the door open. It's getting a little smoky in here. 3, 2, 1. I'm in and out. Back in the oven we go. Using the foot technique. It's a really good technique for this. Highly recommend it. I have this one tab here. I do not want to break it off. That black tab. That's why I'm going so slow. Oh yeah, success! Woo! Heck yeah, that's great. So we gotta separate that. The lens comes off the back here. And then we'll paint that, but for now, it worked. I'm just glad that it worked. We didn't burn the house down. All right, got the second one all prepped and ready. It's hopefully gonna go as smooth as that one did, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So let's get this in the oven. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to separate the lens from the painted bezel. It's just a little Torx bit. It's about 5 or 6 screws, so we'll take that off and then we'll go from there. There it is, it looks like brand new. Man, it kind of makes me sad that I'm gonna paint this, but luckily this is my spare set, so I can, if I really don't like it, then I could do the same exact process to the set that's actually on the car, so it's okay. Got that lens off. This has the plastic wrapping on it, but you can just already tell from these two how much more yellow this one is, so it's gonna look awesome. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with some 1000 grit sandpaper, nothing crazy. We're just trying to get a little bit roughed up. We don't want to put any grooves in there, any lines, just a little bit for the paint to stick. So Let's get to it. All right, sick. Both of these are sanded down and ready for primer. Nothing too deep, just 1,000 grit here. Looking pretty good. So we're gonna wipe these down with some Windex and they'll be good to go. We're gonna prime this, got the paint booth set up here. I know it's excellent facility. So we're gonna do one coat, wait a couple minutes, do another, wait a couple minutes, do another, give it 24 hours to dry, and it'll be good to go. Alrighty, we're gonna let that dry, and then in the morning we'll come back and spray the black. Heck yeah. Just had to come check on these. These are looking so good. So good. Holy moly. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Love it. Alright, it's been 12 hours. Time to do the first coat of black. I'm gonna let that dry for 10 minutes and come back. Okay. Coat number 2, the final coat. Let that dry and we'll go from there. Cross your fingers, I think that should do it. Okay, so these are turning out great, which is good. They're looking wonderful. We just need to wait for those to dry. The next step while we wait for those to dry is we need to get out all this old Permaseal here. Get all this taken out so the new lens can sit in there nice and snug. So heat this up, get this taken out, and be ready to put in the new lens. Let's get to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the aftermath. So much of this stuff on the floor, but we got it all out. That took way too long. I think I have probably, I started at 5, it's 9 p.m. 4 hours to do that. That was insane. That took longer than taking the dang lenses off. So we got the housings all wired in, ready to go. We got the bezels all trimmed in, ready to go. Next step is to take the lenses, and connect them to the bezels, and then we'll take those and we'll use the Permaseal and we'll attach them to the housings, and then they will be done. Ready to go. I'm excited. This is gonna look sick. Let's get to it. This is the best part because this is really what you're gonna see when they are installed in the car. So this is the most nerve-wracking part. First things first, before I do anything, I want to spray this down with Windex, get rid of all fingerprints. My hands are a little dirty when I put those trim rings in, so we'll get that cleaned up and it'll be ready to go. So we just wiped it down with Windex just to get rid of all the fingerprints, any dirt and grime that could be on these. Trying to be as delicate as possible here, leaving the plastic wrap on the front of the lens so it doesn't get scratched or anything like that. Okay, there it is. I know the plastic wrap is on there. I'm gonna leave that on until they are on the car. But so far, they're looking really good. Okay, so they're both done and ready to go on the housing here. Here's one just sitting on the housing, but here's a little sneak peek. I'm leaving the wrap on there, but I pulled it off just to show you guys how good that looks. That's gonna look so good on the car. I am pumped. I got 20 clamps here, 20 alligator clamps. 10 for each one. They're only 98 cents, so whatever. And then I got my Permaseal here. We're gonna wrap this around the edge, take the lens, stick it on, heat it up, push it in, then clamp it on. All right. Moment of truth. Actually, it went on a lot better than I thought without heating it up. Okay, there it is. Pretty much the finished product right there. That is looking good. Oh yeah, I'm pumped. Let those clips press that down and be good to go. Heck yeah. Okay, so we let this one sit for about 40 minutes. Got the screws in here. Put it upside down so the weight of the housing is pushing down on it. It should be nice and sealed and be good to go. So I'll take these clips off and check it out. Dude, this looks so good. That gap is nice and tight, just like that, all the way around. That's perfect. This looks so good. I am pumped. One down, one to go. All right, we got the second one here on the clamps. It went smoothly. It was the same process as the first one, so I didn't feel like filming it. Now it looks like it's got eyelash extensions. But these are turning out so good, dude. Money. Absolute money. I'm pumped to get these on the car. Cannot wait. So we'll let this dry. That one's good. And then next thing is getting those gaskets around the edge and they'll be good to go. Ready for the car. Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the final product. What a transformation they have been. They look so good. I'm pumped to get them on the car. Next step, we got to go to the shop, get the car on the lift, throw them in, and see how they look. I think they're going to look awesome. Let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the shop. We got the Corvette up on the lift. It is time to pull out these old headlights and put in the new. First thing we're going to do, we're going to see if we can get these out without pulling the bumper off. I've seen that you can do that. I think it's going to be a lot easier. So let's try that first. And then if that's the case, we should be able to knock this out pretty quick. So let's see. Okay, first things first, we need to take out these bolts right here, right there, there, and one right there. Take those out and that'll help release the bumper. Okay, got all the bolts down, each fender out, this side and the passenger side, right along here. Got all the bumper bolts out. So now it is time to take out these inner wheel well bolts right here on this fender so we can access the inside. All right, got those inner fender bolts out. Now it's time to get these two 10mm bolts out right here, this side and the other side. Okay, got those two taken out right there and then ended up getting that one taken out for the side fender. So that will release this, and this should be, I think there's one more in there, and then we should be good to be able to get the headlight out. I did fail to mention that you have to pull these brake ducts out just like that to get access underneath the car. But you go over here, same thing, pull those two out, just 4 8mm bolts. Okay, last step for the headlights to be completely released from the car is these 3 bolts right here. Sorry for the bad camera work. One right there, sorry it's blurry, one right there, and one right there. Those 3 get taken out and the headlight should be free and be ready to pull out. I got all 3 bolts or nuts taken out right there, 1, 2, and 3 on both sides. Now it is time to actually pull the headlights out. Oh, it actually ended up being pretty easy to take the bumper off.
All the wires are still connected, but we're just gonna set it down right there.
Yeah, it's not hanging, it's on the ground, but makes it a lot more accessible. And look at that, the headlight should be able to pull right out. Oh, money. Look at that, the cap even fell off. Wonder how long that's been off. That's probably why it, you know what? I bet you that's exactly why this one is all fogged up and that one is not.
I bet you're right.
So get that one off, we'll get the other one off, and we'll be able to put in the new ones. All right. 2 down. Nice. All right, it's time to install the new ones. Let's see how these look. Should be pretty straightforward.
I'll line that up.
Yeah. All right, got one in there. Now we just need to throw the other one in and then be ready to put the bumper back on. I have to show this because this is insane. Look at this. How did these bugs get in there? Those are in the headlight. I'm gonna have to pull this off, see if I can get those out. Okay, so one flew out as soon as I pulled that back bulb out. There's another one in there, I saw him. Little turd, I cannot believe that. That is insane, but I'm not putting this in with a bug in there after all this time I've spent putting this together. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got it all back together and this looks awesome. Check this out. Oh yeah, I love it. That looks so good. Need a little side view here. I think that looks pretty badass. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Looks a lot better than the old yellow lenses, that is for sure. Heck yeah, I love it. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode of Brown Barn Builds. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.